FamCast Media. Bitch.
We're live. All
right, we're live. Yeah.
Hang on 1 second. Should have had this song queued up.
Hey, guys. Nice. A little fire.
There we are.
There we go.
Hey,
All
what's
right.
up, everybody?
Hey.
Welcome to another episode of Hit the Mics with Ryan D. I, of course, am Ryan D.
And I am your co-host, Steve Rogers.
That's right.
And I'm George Wang Jr.
George Wang Jr.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show, buddy. How are you?
I'm great, man. I'm feeling fucking awesome, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah, this pizza port is hitting the spot.
Well,
Thank
I
you
bet, I
very
bet.
much.
Well, Steve and I are on a
Oh.
no drinking streak right
no
now.
drinking until the 4th of July.
Yeah.
We got a little out of hand a couple weeks ago. Mainly like the protests and everything started, and like shit was
Yeah.
just fucked up.
That's kind of what it was.
Were you guys at the protest?
No. I didn't go to the protest, unfortunately, but like everything happening, it just kind of put me in a mood. And so it's just like, fuck it. Like, fuck it. I'm drinking. Like,
Yeah.
what are you doing? I'm coming over. Like, I'm gonna get some beers. Like, let's just go. And that happened a couple more than it should have. So we're like, all right, we need a fucking break.
Yeah,
And
that's-
So
Pretty
when
much how it
when
went.
you say more than you should have, because I want to
it's
know,
down
like,
here every day.
okay, but like what, a 6-pack, a 12-pack?
No, we're
No.
talking like,
Yeah,
we're talking like, I mean, we're drinking craft beers.
So like 3-4 in the morning.
Like 3, 4. Yeah, we're talking like yeah.
10 or 12.
Yeah, dude, yeah. We're talking like those, like we would get like between just the two of us, we'd get 4 packs of those pint cans. You know,
Yeah.
What's dangerous about the crafts, dude? I remember having a 4-pack of the 13% bourbon aged barrel stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
two would get you.
Fucking the worst. I mean, probably the most gone I've ever been.
Yeah.
Just off the 4 beers alone, and then I had like a few, mixed drinks. Next thing you know, like I was on the phone with my girlfriend's ex-husband. I don't know how. Till 4 in the morning, dude.
Wait a minute.
What, are you guys friends?
Yeah,
Was it like
back
a
up.
friendly
How
conversation?
did this happen?
Well, it happened with this. It was this whole debacle where, like, there was this Cold War between us.
Yeah.
And he just wanted to kind of shoot the shit. So that day he was like, hey, let's just talk this out. And I called him and we drunk talked till
Yeah.
like 4 and forgot everything I said to him. But it was just one of those nights where, like, I'm sure you've done shit fucked up and then not known the next day, or at least.
See, I have the problem where I remember everything no matter how fucked up I get. So it's not like I forgot. It's just like, God damn it.
Yeah,
you did that.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
did do that.
Yeah.
Why the fuck did I do that again?
Yeah,
Why did I
yeah.
text her? Like, God, it was 4 in the fucking morning. No one's answering your goddamn text message.
You up?
Yeah.
Like you remember, but you just have the balls to fucking.
Oh yeah, and
Yeah,
it like
yeah,
I
yeah.
know what I'm doing, but it's just like, yeah, that reasoning is gone.
Yeah, the reasoning is
And then
gone.
that hangover plus that regret of remembering that shit.
Yeah, that's
it's
the
just
worst, dude.
and replaying it in your head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, fuck it, let's get drunk again. What are you doing?
Yeah.
It's quarantine. Like, fuck it.
Yeah, so we drank. It was quite a bit, and then I had a bit of like a meltdown, like anxiety attack about a week ago.
from the beer.
I
Probably just like
yeah.
when it all added
It just they kind of all just fell on me, and I
can go benders on like that or go on benders like that. Like,
Yeah,
your body can't handle
and I was
it.
just it's like he and I we were following each other's lead, so,
Yeah.
so it was like, oh fuck it,
It was kind of like, who's gonna say it first?
yeah,
Because we know we both want to, but it's just like text him like, what are you doing?
yeah,
Nothing.
yeah,
Yeah,
pretty much.
You want to? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
And then,
yeah. So we're taking a little break.
Well, that's good, dude.
Yeah.
no.
It's for me, even like I tend to drink. I've been drinking more during this COVID just
Yeah.
because it's so much easier to get.
Because there's nothing to do.
Yeah, you don't got to wake
Yeah.
up and go to work.
Yeah.
Drinking at 10 a.m. is like, who cares?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
Right. I know. It was like, just there were certain days where it's like it'd go well into the next day,
Yeah.
and then I'd be like, oh shit, it's 10 a.m. and I still haven't slept, and I've just been drinking, and I'm like, yeah, it's time to go. It's
Yeah.
time
this
to-
isn't-
How do you feel? You feel better?
I feel, dude.
Yeah.
I feel like obviously, I still, I want to drink beer. Like I want to, but it's like it's more like a health thing too. Like I'm like, I feel like because I'm a beer drinker, especially. It's like, and I haven't been doing anything fucking active at all.
Yeah.
It's just like
You've been skating again.
no,
though.
now just
Okay.
just starting, like
Yeah.
starting again because I'm not drinking and I'm able to get up early and go to my buddy's house, and he's got his kids and stuff, and it's not, like when I want to go skate, no one else can go skate with me because they've already, like I'll sleep till 3:00 in the afternoon, and then everyone's like, dude, I got shit to do. And my two friends who are like, that I used to skate with a lot that are getting back into it, pretty much because we would, drink and start skating again. They all have families and shit, so it's not like so it's a whole fucking it's a whole thing when we want to skate, and it's like, and so I have to get up early, go out to see them and hang out with them for a day because like it's always family time, so.
Isn't it crazy, like how when you're young, it's like you could just leave any time and then you'll be out all fucking day, no fucks given.
Yeah.
And then now it's like to do anything, it's like it's a fucking mission.
Right.
It's like you got to make a plan, you
Yeah.
got to drive to the guy's house.
Yeah. Well, that's why, and also, happy to have gotten a new car too, because I was just driving my grandma's car around, and it's like I could use it whenever I wanted, but they go to bed early, and like they worry if I have their car all night, So it's like it just feels weird, and it's not my car, So I feel weird taking it whenever I feel like it, and it's like I know I was, you know what I mean? Like I know that I could, I just didn't want to take advantage of that,
Yeah, of course.
That's good for you, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, so now I just got a new car, new ride. Fucking psyched at it. We just hooked up some fucking douchebag LED lights in it.
Yeah, the mood lighting.
Some mood lighting on the floor.
There we go.
So I had that came in my last car. It came stock. So that's why like now like
it had
it had LEDs in the sides in this like the panels of the fucking doors and shit. So
Have you seen the Mustang ones where they have the hologram come out when you open the door?
Oh, where it puts an emblem like on the floor.
oh, I
Yeah.
have seen that. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So Wang,
Yes.
you are the reason for COVID, right? Like that's what
It all started from me. I went skating in Wuhan. I came back. It was all me, dude.
But
Sorry.
where were you coming from right now? I know you did a HumpCast. We didn't talk to you as much as we wanted to on HumpCast. This is more of free form.
I came back from lessons, so I just taught 2 kids today how to skateboard. 2 little girls.
Dope.
Yeah. So what's cool for me is I'm slowly but surely kind of coming out of the lockdown.
Yeah.
Don't call me Shirley.
Surely, I mean surely, slowly but surely.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, like my clients are starting to be a little more comfortable. So
Yeah. So you teach. Just tell the people who don't know like what you do.
I'm a skateboard instructor.
Which is it sounds like a fucking Spicoli job. Like
It
Yeah.
it is a total Spicoli job. It is a weird thing to think that like at one point there was no demand for skating. Like
No.
it was not even seen as something that I don't know, like a parent would enroll them into
Yeah.
some lessons. But now, because skating has gotten so popular, it's going to the Olympics.
Yeah, that's right. It's in the Olympics now.
And I think what I love is that more people are starting to realize like the positive aspects of skateboarding. The one thing I look at it as no kids go out anymore. They're always at home on their phones, on their tablets. So for the parents just to get them outside for 1 hour to
Go
do
something.
right.
I think they are happy with just that.
Absolutely. And skateboarding is one of those things that like got cool and like never stopped being cool.
I mean,
Not
always,
I mean,
but in the history.
in the 80s. I mean, not in history, but I mean, like after the 90s, like it stayed cool.
yeah.
Yeah. I think that. I think there was. I think after the 60s, it came out somewhere in like the 80s. There was a dead time. For
Yeah,
it.
it wasn't like the late
yeah,
70s and the
it
80s
was
was
like-
kind of like the resurgence, kind of. or did it die back down in the 80s again?
It was like the early 90s when it was really lame.
Yeah,
and it was like late 80s, early
Really
90s. It was really lame, and then street skating made it cool again.
And I think there was a period in like 2005 to 2000. I think up until social media broke out, skating reached an all new level of popularity because now you're seeing everyone skateboard.
Yeah, because I remember even around that time, like you said, 2005, when like Pharrell had with ice cream, he started a skate team. It just kind of really like blew up. More mainstream people, you will, like Pharrell of the Neptunes started a skate team.
Lil Wayne really,
Lil Wayne was skating. And I think also, like, maybe I could be wrong, but like even like the rise in like streetwear and the popularity of streetwear, helped just keep that going. Even though I fucking hate Supreme and or whatever. That's
I heard. Did you hear about the Supreme conspiracy?
No.
There was a whole thing about how the money that they received is from the Bin Ladens.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they got some ties to the Middle East with terrorist money.
Yo.
And there are a few skaters that have been brave enough.
That
have been putting out like they'll put like a twin tower
with the Supreme logos.
Yeah, that's the airplane with the Supreme logo crashing into.
That kind of makes sense to me. I don't know why.
I think so. Like anytime.
I mean, they're skateboard terrorists. Let's be real. I mean, they're selling to people who don't skate.
I never gave a fuck about it, and
that's where where did it come from? I mean, I know where it came from.
Wasn't it a skate shop? Wasn't it like a shop? Or
I don't.
It was a skate shop in New York.
Yeah, wasn't it?
And they used to they got popular in New York because they would bite styles from like other bigger brands.
Yeah,
and they would just like redo it. But Supreme, so they were stealing other people's designs with just putting Supreme on it.
I think it was that Kate Moss shit, right? They had Kate Moss, and it was a Supreme logo covering her boobs or something.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
What they did is they try to go like heavy, like Banksy, fashion-y, like
it just it drops with limited supply, and then it goes up on the reseller.
Timing, right? Like because Supreme used to be a lame brand. Like skaters hate it. Like I always thought I was like Supreme lame. Like what is it?
Why would I want into it? Yeah,
I'm like why? I remember. You could like make your own skateboarder on like Tony Hawk, and it was like Supreme shirts would be. I'm like, fuck that, whack, dude. I want to I want some fucking Volcom stuff or something.
You could get Supreme shirts in Tony Hawk?
Yeah, dude. Back then, like
really?
Yeah, but it was like who knew what the fuck Supreme was back then? Like it was. Yeah. And then I remembered somebody's like, oh, it's like a famous board shop, and I'm like, that's lame.
Yeah, but
yeah, it's crazy how like popular that thing has gotten.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually my favorite part of that game was like dressing the characters.
Yeah, and making your own deck. Did you ever remember in Underground?
You can make your own deck.
You make your own pro model. That was my favorite.
No,
I was gonna ask because I was gonna relate to something. So, who's the person who said that Supreme got their money from the Bin Ladens?
Okay, so there's this online beef right now with the co-owner of DGK.
Yeah, Stevie Williams.
And there's a guy named Wrecking Ball. Do you know who he is?
Yeah.
So Weck is long story short, is the troll roast comic of skateboarding who's basically gone out there and like trashed every pro and doesn't care.
Oh, okay.
He started saying shit about Stevie's mom, called her a crackhead.
Oh no.
Oh wow.
And Stevie was just like, yo, you barked up the wrong tree. So Stevie came out and put this whole thing about like, fuck you, you came at me, involved the Black Lives Matter thing.
Yeah.
Called him a racist. So Weck came out with a video exposing Stevie saying like, dude, you're calling me a racist. I like told you I was sorry, but the video actually has Stevie calling him like a white boy or a cracker like 35, like a shitload of times. And so anyways, he like try to put that out to say like, yo, you can't call me a racist. So right now they've been beefing back and forth. I think it's more Stevie on attack mode.
Yeah.
And
he called his mom a crackhead. He can call you whatever the fuck he wants after that.
I agree.
He called me a crackhead, and then I'm like, yeah, you mayo cracker, like saltine honky. Like, yeah, I'm letting him fly too.
It kind of reminds me when 50 had beef with Rick Ross. Do you remember that?
The Rick Ross beef? No. I remember the Ja Rule stuff. I mean, the Ja Rule beef.
Yeah. He's kind of getting jaw ruled a little bit.
Oh, is he?
Like he's not winning.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
I mean, because it's Stevie. He's got the respect.
Yeah.
But it's been pretty gnarly. But I think he did that as a diss to Stevie, saying like, "Well, you're affiliated with Supreme."
Yeah,
and did the whole thing.
Yeah. Well, it's probably true. Like, and I believe it's true because fuck Supreme. And the same thing happened this week. Like I saw on Twitter, someone was like, Beethoven was black. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. It's true. I'm not even going to look it up. Beethoven was black. Like we got that one too. I don't even know. I don't know.
What's your whole thing on the everything going on? I mean, are you?
We talked about it a lot already.
Yeah, we talked about it a lot.
Yeah,
you know,
go ahead.
Obviously, like I said, that's what brought on the heavy drinking like the last couple weeks. Like, it put me in a really shitty mood about these things happening and still happening today, and having to fight just to be treated like an equal human being. And so it went from an anger, and that kind of went away, and then we're just still dealing with it. But like I got to the point now where I just like I blocked anyone. Like if I see anyone post like all lives matter or any kind of shit like that, I don't even engage. I just put it away. Because at this point, like you're just being an asshole. Like Google is free. What these people are actually out there like saying for it. So you trying to say like I don't get the message or what they're trying to say.
Well, like, what's annoying about the all lives matter thing is like you're not the one dying. Like,
yeah.
That's the pattern. Like, it's not.
Like I thought about it. I was like, I can't come out and say all lives matter because there's not a history of Asians dying at the hands of police.
Yeah.
And like, okay, you get these right wing people coming out with, fucking black people die every day in Chicago, or more white people have died by the hands of cops than blacks. And I was like, well, guess what?
Number one,
we don't see it.
Number one, why aren't you mad about that? The cops are just killing unarmed people in the streets, black, white, whatever color. Like,
right.
That's not the police's job to execute people in the streets for whatever their fucking crime is.
Should not kill anyone who has no fucking weapon and is firing back.
Yeah. And there's like 10 of you and one of them, but it takes 10 of you guys to throw one person in handcuffs. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
But it's just that, and what was the other thing you said? The more white people are shot by cops or whatever.
I don't believe that shit. I mean, I see these on certain people's you got those conspiracy people coming out like defending saying that Black Lives Matter is supported by
George Soros and all that shit, like Antifa.
I don't know, bro. It's a little extra, dude.
No, not at all. Not at all. I mean, it's look at history, look at everything that's happening, and that's why like I can't, because those are the things, the posts I would see that would piss me off, and then it's like, you know what, it's much easier to block them. Like I don't need to engage with them. I don't need to be around that kind of ignorance. So just block them and keep my mind.
That's what I started doing too.
Yeah, just keep it going. I'm not going to be a teacher and try to teach you why racism is bad. If you don't know that by now, I don't want anything to fucking do with you.
Right.
And so that's what I've been doing, and then just like following like things that are happening, signing the petitions, doing all that stuff. So
what's up with those lynchings, bro?
That too, like yo,
and then the brothers in a fucking, what is going on? Like it doesn't even make sense.
And the fact that they're like just saying their suicides right away.
I know.
It's just like you're not going to investigate at all. You're telling me a black dude hung himself outside of City Hall
or in front of his own house. Was one of them too.
People who kill themselves don't hang themselves from trees in the city square.
Yeah.
Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, come on now.
So wild, dude.
Yeah. But it's just, they're fighting. Racist white people want to keep being racist, and they're just going to try to fight and silence anyone they can. And so that's what that is. And the fact that they're not going to investigate it is infuriating. But,
what's crazy is like, okay, so before the protests happened and we were in the lockdown, it was the first time Asian Americans were getting some real flack.
Yeah, getting hard flack. Like,
I mean, we were like the subjects of, I mean, not me personally, but I have a lot of, I'm involved with a lot of those groups and shit. So, they're posting things all the time about guys getting attacked, and it's just insane. Like how quick that went from that and then to this. And then it's just like,
well, I think in the beginning, I mean, when the Asian community was getting hard from these fucking people, it was just like fear mongering because they were trying to call it the Chinese virus.
Yeah.
And so, they look Asian, so you're the reason this is here. Like, fuck you. And it's like, suck a dick, asshole. It was a white person that brought it back. You're not gonna change your mind. I think I said it. I remember we had a conversation. I said it to you. I'm like, I'm not afraid.
Was it a white person?
I don't know. In my mind, it is. Fuck them.
Maybe it was.
Probably was.
But my thing was like, because I heard a lot of that going on. I'm like, I'm not afraid to be around Asian people. Like, I'll be around Asian people all day. Like, what I'm afraid of catching it from are entitled white people who are out with no mask on.
Yeah, you're right.
Just like, this is a hoax. Like,
yeah.
I take it seriously.
Dude, Asian people were ahead of the curve, man.
I just talked to my friend in China. I was like, yo, what's going on? Was there research? He's like, nah, we got to contain because they're under like kind of communist government. So they all got to fucking oblige. This Huntington Beach shit won't happen in Taiwan and Korea. Like, you have to fucking, in Korea, they had people, they had the government would text you. Like, if I was coming here, it would be like, where are you going? Why are you leaving your house?
Really?
When are you going to be back? Do you have a mask?
Yeah.
And you're basically monitored every step of the way.
But here's the thing I don't get. Like, this was like worldwide news. All these countries shutting down from coronavirus and all that. And then it got here and then somehow became a hoax.
Right.
And like a conspiracy. The whole world got in on this huge conspiracy to try to make America look dumb and shut down. Like, what are you talking about? What fucking world do you live in?
Right.
Get out of La La Land. Turn off Fox News. Get off of fucking Facebook.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus. Why do you think you're smarter than a doctor who studies this shit, went to school for this stuff, works at the CDC? They work for Big Mask. Right. They're just trying to sell a lot of masks. It's fucking
weird. I don't know, man. That's the crazy thing. It's like you don't know what the fuck to believe anymore. But I mean, it's as far as I don't know. You sit and you see, and you're like, that makes sense. Yeah. And then anybody will come up with any like crazy fucking argument. Yeah. To try and prove you wrong for like even though science is just back to everything you've just read. Yeah. And then it's like,
or the fact that they want to wear masks anywhere and they think it's like it's tyranny and things like that. I'm like, yo, if you go into any store, what signs have you seen in store? Like no shirt, no shoes, no service. Yeah. Walk your ass bare chested into a store outside of Corona, they'll kick your ass out. Like, no, don't come in here. I know you can't wear a goddamn mask, a little piece of fabric over your mouth.
I know Chris D'Elia may not be the right person to quote right now, but I was just listening to his podcast and he was talking about it. And wait, take it easy. Okay. I was listening to it before everyone.
All right, you get that
before he got canceled. Yeah.
Has he had an episode since? Or
I don't know. I was listening to it last. I was listening to it last week. All this shit just came out. Anyway, he was just talking about. Yeah. He was talking about how he always just keeps it in his back pocket. And he's like, he's making the same argument. Yeah. If you don't want to wear a fucking mask, he's like, don't wear a mask. He's like, but if you walk into a building and everyone's wearing masks, you're an asshole. Yeah. So put a mask on.
Well, my thing is like, what's the big fucking deal? The Asians have been doing this.
That's exactly what I mean.
They got the old ladies getting the big ass.
Like they had the visors already.
Yeah. It's almost like they're biting our style, like
I know that was what was funny to me when I first.
It's like look at the Asian. They've been doing it for free.
Yeah. Like the last job I had, it was predominantly like Chinese. And someone would come in just like a little cold. They had the fucking mask on. Like
they're paranoid. Okay, do you want to know why they wear the sun visors and the fucking?
Yeah, they don't want to tan.
They don't want to tan
because they see that as damaging your skin. We see it as a tan. Yeah, they see it as you're damaging your skin. Yeah, from these fucking sun rays that aren't good for your skin. But then they get made fun of
for being so pale.
But they're just
that's why they age beautifully.
That's true. Why they're hella paranoid about shit, because of things like this, the fucking virus.
Yeah.
But you brought up D'Elia. Let's talk about D'Elia. I want to talk about D'Elia.
I didn't follow I didn't read into any details. You probably followed it closer than I did. I saw it, read about it, and then I was like, I'm not touching that.
Yeah. No, I was just on Twitter one night and I just saw a tweet and I saw he was trending. And I'm like, oh fuck, what'd he do? And then it went on like, yo, messaging like underage girls. Like I don't know.
Remember James Franco gotten some heat about this when he's in New York, years ago,
but
right?
We just let it go.
Yeah, everyone just kind of like.
You think they're gonna let it go the way Franco?
No,
I think there's more concrete evidence.
So what is it though?
I think the difference was
Franco Let's back up. Back up. So he was accused. So how did this all start? Because
I don't know. Like what was the catalyst that started? But he was outed and people had receipts. They had their old DMs from him with him in it. Like
there's a lot. There's a lot.
Yeah. Bro. So they were like them telling him like I'm 17 and he's just like, yo, come over.
No.
It's like,
dude, like, oh no.
It's very easy not to talk to someone who's under the age of 18. And even like him in his late 30s, like, why are you talking to 18-year-old anyway? Like,
and if you look at, like, I was doing some serious investigating, and if you look at the girls, you're like, because I've seen him at this. You bitches!
Sorry.
Like, I've seen him at the store.
Yeah.
And he would just bring out, like, really, really good looking girls.
Yeah, I mean,
and I always had this idea that I was like, this guy probably just fucks a lot. You know?
You know what it is? He doesn't drink, dude. That's what I always.
That's what I said.
Bro, I always say this about people who don't have a vice, like who don't drink or smoke weed or like anything like that. You know what I mean? Like
they got some creepy.
They got some shit. There's some shit they're hiding.
Yeah,
that's true. I never thought
because you have
that.
to have a vice, right?
Yeah, something.
So your vice could be underage girls. Like that's your drinking.
That's exactly.
Right?
Yeah. That's exactly it. There's got to be something deeper and grosser to that person if they can't check out every now and then.
And think about it, because he grew up rich.
Yeah.
Famous dad, got some money, and
but also imagine like he's this. He's I'm not gonna lie. Like the one thing that did annoy me when this scandal broke was, I'm not saying anything was wrong with what he did, but there's all these comics coming out saying that he was never funny, that he was always
that's some bullshit. I'm seeing a lot of that too.
Between us, Chris D'Elia would blow out every one of those comedians on any show, on any day.
He's hysterical.
Yeah.
He's good at live shows, and that's why he probably gets a lot of fucking pussy, because he's funny. But that's when it comes to the Louis and the Chris D'Elias where you're in this position of, I bet, women just being able to throw themselves at you.
Yeah.
You can either walk the higher road and realize I need to keep a low profile because I'm a bigger person now that it's shit can get out faster, or you're a scum, low key. Like you do what any immature kid would do and just try to fuck everything and anything, Like,
but the difference though with that is, like, you're going after underage girls. Like, yeah, you can fuck whoever you want. Like D'Elia, there's probably plenty of girls in the fucking club at the store in the crowd that you could fuck who are above age. But like, you're going online and you're DMing underage girls on Twitter, trying to get them come back to your hotel room. Like, that's not just like a guy who just wants to fuck a lot. Like, that's a guy who's targeting underage girls.
He's got a taste,
This is what weirds me out, is when I taught high school for a year. I ran an after school program for the skating thing, and never once, dude, I ever had the thought. Like, I never even joked with like the skate, like, yo, if I was 18 again, like, it even crossed my mind. It's just like, but it's like either you have that thought or you don't.
Yeah.
Like, a fuck little girl. I'd rather have a mom like that. Like, I'm more attracted to older women. I've never been attracted to. I can't deal with that immature.
What are you going to talk about? I won't date anyone under 21. I'm real under 25. Dude, under 25. Like, you say, what are we going to talk about? You got no life experience. You have nothing to talk about that's going to be interesting. You're going to talk to me about your gossip in your friend group that I don't give a fuck about.
What the fuck? Yeah. What do you do on a date?
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, the only thing you could do with those girls is, like, you can't connect with them, right?
No. That's why I don't get it.
There's too much of a generational gap, you know?
And for someone as old as D'Elia to do that, that's not just.
And I saw, like,
I knew there was something weird about him being on fucking TikTok and Vine and all that shit.
And you know how you knew it was true is because when you look at these girls, even though they're underage, they're very, very fucking good looking for the 17-year-old that I click on. I was like, and I'm starting to see the pattern. I'm like, oh wow, they're all really good looking.
Right.
So yeah, for sure he's targeting underage girls, but in his mind, they're just hot and probably younger and more like less. I don't know, whatever that, they've never been tampered with or whatever. Like those ones where he was trying to take like virginities and stuff like that.
It's just like fucking scum. And I like D'Elia too, but just fucking scumbag, man. There's no way you can.
Is it RIP the career?
Oh yeah, I can't see way coming back. Like we were talking about, like Franco earlier, how he came back. And
I don't. Like I said, I didn't follow it. I didn't follow this one too much. So like, I don't know what the severity of it is.
Way worse than Louis. Way worse than Louis.
But I think where we are now as like a society, like with Franco, like once Me Too was put out, and it was just like, women, you can come forward and tell these stories.
Yeah,
I think more women have been more comfortable because they have that sense of community where they can speak out about things that have happened to them. I think with the Franco thing, I think it was like right before that.
Yeah,
and so it just like news, but didn't really go. But now
it was like they even joked about it like on a talk show or something.
Yeah, but like now, if shit like that happens, women can speak out, and they have that whole community behind them that will stand there and rally with them, and so they're not alone, which is beautiful. It's a good thing. But yeah, no, his career, I can't see a career coming back from doing something like fucking underage girls and think you can like just go away for a couple years and come back. Like it didn't happen. Like, no, people aren't going to be okay with that. Look, D'Elia's got money. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. Are we losing like a real big like comedy presence? No, we're not.
Yeah,
we're really not. And like everything he's done, it's just like, hey man, you fucked up, and yeah, you got to go.
Right.
Fuck it.
You think he's gonna get dropped from Netflix and all that shit?
Oh yeah, pretty sure that's just gonna.
He just came out with a new special too.
Yeah, but yeah, it's inexcusable. Like Louis not coming back. He can still do shows. Like people show up. But...
I think it depends on what you mean by coming back.
Louis just gonna have his own. I bought his new special. He's just gonna have his own fan base.
Yeah,
but not like in the limelight.
Yeah, in terms of like getting shows.
That's what I mean.
Casted on things.
I mean, he can't do TV anymore, Louis.
Yeah,
but he's still doing stand up.
How weird is it that he played a fucking pedophile twice?
Yeah, that's
what D'Elia.
Yeah,
dude, what the fuck? But then it's like it all makes sense. It's like. If it's like I got casted as a skater, right?
Yeah.
In every role, it's like he skates. It's not acting.
You got typecast.
I don't know. That Workaholics episode is one of my favorites.
Penthouse.
He's like, oh, this is crazy. I came here to fuck a little dude, but I met you guys. This is way doper.
Yeah. But like, here's the other thing I didn't like, and I think we touched about this the other day when we were hanging out. How I saw online two people were like coming after his friends. Like they knew. Why didn't they say anything? And it's just like, if someone has a vice like that where they're fucking underage girls, I don't think it's a thing you would just tell your friends. And you're not responsible for what friends,
they do.
Yeah.
Well, that guy is not gonna tell someone. I'm not gonna be like.
That's what I'm saying. So like you going and attacking his friends, like what is that? Like they aren't responsible for what he does when they're not around him. Like if he was doing that shit in front of them and it's proven they were doing in front of him, then like you take responsibility, like say something.
Yeah.
But if he's like you guys hang out at the store, you do your sets, go home, and then he goes home, and that's when he starts DMing Brian these girls over. It's not his friend's fault, And I think that's kind of unfair, putting that burden on somebody else who had nothing to do with what D'Elia did.
What about this Danny Masterson shit?
Who's that?
Oh, Hyde.
He is.
Oh, yeah, that dude.
Yeah.
Is that true? What think, or is that?
Oh, he got. Yeah, it's true. He got charged.
He can get life, bro.
Yeah, he should. If you fucking rape women like that.
Do you think he did though?
I absolutely think he did. Only reason. Not only reason. Believe people. Like, who's gonna 2 different women violent rape? But also, I guess he was a Scientologist, and when I guess the Scientology has been trying to distance themselves from him, and when Scientology is just like, yo, we don't want you. We don't want to be affiliated with this guy. he did it. He did that shit. They know he did it, and they know they can't protect him and do the Scientology fucking curtain and save him. So like, I didn't know. Yeah, he did that.
Yeah,
he did that. They've been hiding John Travolta being gay for how long, and Tom Cruise. So they're okay with hiding secrets.
Is Tom Cruise gay?
That was like rumors back in the day. I don't know about. Well, the John Travolta thing was like, I forgot. I was talking to Sarah about it. She didn't know about that. I was like, yeah, he like tried to pay some dude to like jerk him off or something.
Yeah,
like
some
massage parlor.
Yeah, or some shit like that.
yeah.
But so if your own crazy cult religion won't protect you, like you did it. You did that shit. And yeah, good riddance. What the fuck has he done since the 70s show? Like, fuck that guy too. I don't give a fuck about your, like, if you commit a crime, I don't give a fuck about your career anymore. Like, it's like saying, like, oh, are you mad that, like, OJ can't be in the public anymore and, like, host, like, Monday Night Football? It's like, no, fuck OJ too. Like, he murdered someone and got away with it. Fuck him. I don't give a fuck what happens to him.
OJ cracks me up because it's like, I mean, it's
he's the only one that got away, bro.
He got away with it, and he's tap dancing on the fact that he got away with it. You know what I mean? It's
writing books if I did it. Still wilding out.
He's still going out like, and it's like every tweet he puts out like may as well just be like I did that shit. You know? It's like
you can't get out of jail.
Wait, he's still tweeting?
Oh, bro,
yes,
bro,
dude.
like he got out of jail from that kidnapping shit he did in Vegas. He got out, and then he just tweets about fantasy football like you ain't the one that murdered your wife back in the 90s that we've had all these shows about the last couple of years. You can't just play it off like, oh, you should start Tom Brady this week. No, what about Nicole Brown, asshole? Like, you can't.
You're a murderer, bro.
Yeah, you can't like be the fun grandpa when you murdered someone 30 years ago.
I'm just trying to be a good guy.
Yeah, just have some fun with my buddies, play some golf, talks about some football. Like, no, OJ, like get the fuck out of here.
Man, you know what? I found the Franco clip. It's gonna take a minute to load up.
What, like this rape shit or
no, him addressing it on a TV show.
You've been in the news this morning, and
so hang on, what?
Fucking
Jesus Christ, this fucking thing. Go ahead.
It's very easy to not hit on underage girls or not talk to them. So there's no like I did it on accident. I didn't know.
Good Lord. Okay, sorry. Shit is loading so slow. Anyway,
just wait for it to load. And so like, yeah, I don't feel bad for these guys. You know what the fuck you were doing. You just got caught.
Yeah.
You know, so you're like, and so that whole crying bullshit, like, oh my God, I didn't know and I made a mistake. Like, you're an actor, asshole. Like, I don't believe them tears.
Right. There's even a scene in like Freaks and Geeks where Franco does the same speech for like 3 different administrators.
Yeah.
Or he does it for 3 different people.
Yeah.
And cries.
Yeah,
and that's and he does it in front of the principal, and like, and that's when like the girl he did it to, she looks at him, she's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's just like, oh, all right, and scene, all right, is it good? You guys got that? Like, all right, I'm out of here. Like, yeah, so I mean, and if you're just like a sex addict and you want to fuck a lot and you want to fuck a lot of girls, you're famous, you got money, you can get girls that are above age that will still fuck you who aren't, you know, underage. Like,
right.
Or you can just fly to a fucking different country.
Walk into any bar in LA and there's probably going to be some star fucker there and you can get some, you know, but you're going to actively look for it on Twitter and like find these underage girls. It's just like, nah, bro, you got to go. You got to go.
Yeah, here we go. Here, this
out of here.
This is it right here.
We know you've been in the news this morning, and it's our understanding that it's something that you wanted to address. So,
well, I mean,
yours.
I just didn't, you know, I was just feeling awkward. I didn't want to come on the show and just feel awkward. So, yeah, I mean, I guess, you know, I'm embarrassed and I guess I'm just a model of, you know, how social media is tricky. You know, it's a way people meet each other today. But what I've learned, I guess, just because I'm new to it, it's like you don't know who's on the other end. You meet somebody in person and you get a feel for them, but you don't know who you're talking to. And, you know, so I use bad judgment and I learned my lesson. But unfortunately, in my position, I mean, I have a very good life, but not only do I have to go through the embarrassing kind of rituals of meeting someone, sometimes if I do that, then it gets, you know, published for the world. So now, you know, it's like doubly embarrassing. But
well,
anyway,
you know, I think the way you came out here and handled it is perfectly acceptable. It happens to everybody. And I think
Shut the fuck up, Kelly.
Yeah, I accidentally DM'd an underage girl. I had no idea, even though Twitter, it has people's birthdays like right there on their bio when you go to their fucking page.
I can't stand Kelly Ripa. What's his name? Kelly Ripa?
Kelly Ripa.
I can't stand that bitch. She's got to be somebody that has like some bodies hidden somewhere too. She's like too bubbly on TV.
Yo, if you're that happy in the morning,
I hear she's like a real cunt in real life.
Probably. I heard the same thing about Ellen.
Yeah.
If you're that happy all the time on TV, I just think you're a piece of shit like off screen.
It's like the Hillary Clinton. For sure she's a piece of shit.
Dude, yeah. Hillary Clinton looks like a giant bitch. But like any like the news morning people who are just like extra happy and like giggly,
you're right.
I'm like, yo, they're probably a monster to work with, or they probably drink a lot. No, they don't drink a lot.
I have a good story. So me and my friend, we used to go to this cafe in North Hollywood every Sunday. We go there, we go skateboard, we go to Bob's Big Boys.
Oh yeah.
And we had our waiter. His name was Armando. And there was something off. Like he was good.
Yeah.
But he was too good. He was, how are you, sir? Always filled the coffee, made sure that he'd eyed the coffee. Like, I mean, just so good to the point where you're like, is this guy hiding something?
You know what? No, for those.
And I remember I made a joke. I go, dude, I told my friend Oppa, I'm like, this guy's stealing money from the register for sure, right? So we show up there, and keep in mind we had been going there like a month straight. So we saw this guy like every weekend, and then all of a sudden he's gone. We get a new a waitress. What happened? We're like, where's Armando? And she's like, he left us. And I go, I made a joke. I go, are you sure he left you, or did he get caught stealing? And I like was just kidding.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, do you want to know the truth? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, he was stealing.
Yeah.
Like, I fucking knew it.
Gotta try to hide the fact that I'm stealing with this bubbly personality.
Yeah, you gotta be really good at your job if you're gonna
it's
rob
either
the company.
like if someone's like too good like that, like a waiter, or even like at a Bob's Big Boy or something like that, and they're like extra happy. My mind goes to the same thing. Like they're doing something wrong, or they're just actually happy. My mind goes to like they probably just got out and they got a job and then there's new life, an opportunity to start over, and they're just like happy just to be doing something.
There are some people who take like those jobs really well, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they genuinely enjoy being around people and like talking to people and
but they're also pleasing people. They're also like fucking 14-year-olds behind the scenes.
Yeah. Like you said, they don't have a vice. You don't drink. You don't do nothing. Like,
yeah, you know,
I don't want to hang out with you.
But you're right. There's some sort of phoniness to it, right? Like it'd be different if he was like a real guy.
Yeah,
you know, could have real conversation with you, but also still a good waiter. You know,
well, it's like my friend, my Tor. Like he's completely sober.
Yeah.
But because he had a problem. You know, but he still just come around and he's the nicest guy in the world and still hang out and whatnot. Be a normal guy.
Yeah.
A little off-putting to some people who don't know him. Like if you meet him for the first time, it's like, yo, what's the fuck's up with this dude?
Yeah.
But that's just, you know, my buddy, and he doesn't, he's completely sober.
Yeah, like I'll give that a pass too. Like that's what I mean. Is like even if it's like if you've gone sober and you know, because you had a problem or something like that, you know, you went overboard, you lived the life at least, you know. There's some darkness in you that you've
but then usually
addressed.
Maybe like a nicotine addiction or like something after that. But just being stone sober, never want to try
never really drink it. I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean like, Eddie Pence is like that, but maybe that's but I love that guy.
He's got a family.
I've always felt the same too, like those. Well,
and his vice is comedy. I guess whatever. Fuck it.
I used to know the first straight edge guy I ever did is a guy I used to work with on the road. We used to fucking travel to different states, and we were in the tattoo industry. And he was straight edge, but what I noticed where he didn't drink and smoke, he was a fucking pervert. I mean, this guy was horny, dude.
Yeah.
Like the way he would talk about women, like, oh, look at her, yeah, she'd be good. That one's good. That one's
I had a friend like that I stopped hanging out with because of shit like that.
And I'm like, yo, bro,
like, calm down.
It's like it gets to a point, you know, where you're like, dude, we're not like 15 anymore. Like, you know, it's like
stop.
Like who is that horny all the time?
Yeah, it's just you gotta like calm down.
Like when we went to Popeyes and they're like, bro, like they're in high school, like fucking stop.
Yeah,
like, stop it.
Yeah,
like you're being weird. Like he wasn't saying anything to them, but he just kept trying to make comments to us about them. It's like fucking no, stop, dude. Like you're being weird.
They were like a volleyball team at Popeyes.
Yeah, and it's like, bro, stop.
All right, dude.
And that's why we don't hang out anymore because it's like, bro, I can't deal with this shit. I don't want to be around you like that.
Yeah, and it's like you know. To a certain point, too, you don't even want to hear like friends' sexcapades anymore. You're just like, it's like we're all adults. It's you know, and it's like,
get it.
And it's like, especially if you know, if you end up dating that person, you're like,
but there's always that one guy who needs to like let you know his conquest. You know,
But if you do that, it should just be like, God, I don't know.
Yeah,
like,
right. I mean, like it is a conquest to you know, I guess you know. Get to
I don't need the play-by-play details.
Yeah,
you know, like it's just like, oh, you hooked up with her. Okay, cool. Like, cool. That's it. That's the end of the story. Unless something like weird happened, you know,
right?
Then okay.
Unless it's a real story, then it's a real story.
Yeah, where it's just like you won't believe what happened.
Yeah.
You know?
So I remember the same guys. One night we were in Utah, and we were sharing a room. And most normal guys, like if you're gonna hook up with a girl, you go to her place or you don't. I wake up, bro, and they're fucking like they were in the room alone.
Oh God!
And it's so creepy that I can't get it out of my mind.
Yeah.
Like imagine sleeping and you look over and Ryan's just doggy styling and putting her in different positions. She's riding him.
Bro, like, I'm still here.
And this is how creepy it gets, right? They think I'm passed out.
Yeah.
So she keeps going, like, while fucking.
Yeah.
What if he wakes up? And I go, I'm awake.
Yeah. Too late.
So the entire time I'm watching, like, I'm creeping hard. Like, I'm trying to not watch, but it's too hard not to just look over and
like.
So where it gets weirder, bro, is they go, okay, we're being too loud, so go to the bathroom, and they start fucking in there. But they act like the bathroom is Narnia.
Like it's not echo throughout the whole.
They act like they left the building.
Yeah.
So now they're even louder. I mean, all you hear is her moaning and the slapping, and then, he comes.
And the ripping and the tearing.
Bro, so check this out. After he fucking comes or whatever you can say, it's like, and then they come out of the room, they make coffee and watch a sunset together. And I'm like, at this point, I should fuck her too. Like, I am part of the fuck. Like I came out and I was like, yo, let's like, I'm a part of the whole thing.
Yeah.
The fucking, the coffee, the sunset.
Where's my cup, bro?
Yeah.
I was a part of the whole fucking journey. And I'm sitting there pretending I'm asleep with my one eye open, like
the
a
sun
fucking.
is still up. You said they finished and then went to watch the sunset. Like,
And it was just, this is how much of a fucking pervert and like the Armando waiter guy he was. Where, first of all, I just saw that as very disrespectful to me. I would never fuck in front of a friend. I just don't have that in me.
It's
I don't have that like openness.
This was like at a hotel room, you said?
Yeah, dude, it's like in this room.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm here and you're there, and you're just having sex with your girlfriend the way you would with us here. But you're acting like he doesn't know.
Yeah.
Like completely unaware.
The fuck is wrong with people?
And I just remembered, like, this guy doesn't drink or smoke.
Would you be upset though if he had like woken you up and said, "Hey, like I got somebody in the room"? Like, would you
No, that's normal.
Taking a walk or something?
I don't want to wake up to that shit.
If he had texted me, "I'm gonna fuck tonight," I would have not even slept in the room.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I would have been like, "Yo, all good. I'll go out, fucking go for it. I'll party all night."
That's what makes it weirder.
Yeah.
It's just the fact that he kind of violated my privacy, and I violated his privacy.
No, you didn't violate his privacy.
Shit.
Yeah.
He didn't care.
Yeah.
It was just, and how do we just hang out all day? The next day, we're at work.
Bro, I know what you sound like when you come. Like, we can't hang out anymore.
Like, it's no big deal.
You saw his vinegar strokes.
And no one's talking about anything.
Oh my god.
It was just, and all I remember, bro,
that kind of thing only
he doesn't drink and he doesn't smoke.
Yeah,
and I'm like, I've always associated creepiness with not drinking and smoking. I don't know what it is.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's obviously there's cases where people who drink or smoke end up getting extra creepy.
Yeah.
But
like, I understand if we're in like the porn big game together, like this is the AVN Awards.
Right. Yeah, that just happens.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm
in that setting. Like,
yeah.
I'm gonna go to a sex party. Okay, people are gonna fuck in front of you. Like, that.
Yeah, you're gonna go.
But
to
now we're on the road together,
and I'm also
in a fucking Motel 6 with our beds 2 feet apart, and you're just gonna fuck right next to me.
And I would get it if I was like a broed out white guy who's like into it. I'm an Asian guy, and we're very like private. A lot of Asian people are very, very about their little privacy. So the fact that I got exposed to that was just like I could not believe that night. Like, it's still, I could see it in my mind right now perfectly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like her riding him, and like it was just the way he was fucking her, his face. Dude, it was so creepy.
It's imprinted, man. He scarred you.
He scarred me good, dude.
That's a weird thing. Imagine, like, you just woke up.
It is weird.
And
for sure,
What the fuck you doing?
Yeah,
I
would have just sat up at the bed, like, yo, really?
Yeah,
really?
Never had that happen.
You could have told me to leave.
Yeah, fucking assholes.
Maybe they secretly wanted you to wake up and
I don't know.
Join in.
Maybe if we just
it was like
loud.
You know those like funny porns where like the guy's sleeping a jacket off.
Yeah.
Like I felt like I was in like Brazzers porn.
Yeah.
You
know what? That probably was it. He probably wanted you to join in, but they didn't want to ask you.
That's probably what it was, dude.
It was like, yeah.
and honestly, I wouldn't even have. She was like a fucking 3, dude. She was not attractive at all.
Not even the that's what your go-to. Not even the fact that it was so awkward.
You ever
The
have
fact
that
that she
friend?
was too ugly for him to join in.
We all have that friend with like no fucking. He doesn't have any type of like
standards.
No.
Yeah.
If he has a pussy, he's in. Like it doesn't fucking. And he was one of those guys. Like he couldn't get a girl that was like very attractive, so he would go to the bottom feeders and like anyone who's gonna fuck you the first day that they meet you at a hotel at a tattoo convention of all places in a fucking hour, you're a fucking whore.
Yeah.
You are a fucking whore, dude. And I don't know how this guy would do it. He would literally be like, I'm going to go fuck this girl and come back to work.
Yeah.
And I'm like, who wants to fuck this guy? It was like, who are these girls so willing to just fuck him?
You laid it out there. She was a 3. And,
That's what I mean.
Yeah. So, because I had a guy, he was a friend of a friend that used to come around and he'd be like, oh, yeah, I'm bringing some girls I just met at the bar back to the house. I'm like, all right, cool, man. And they would walk in the door. I'm like, yo, I'm going to bed. I don't want no part of what alley did you pull these things out of? Like, bro, this is not like, pretty sure she's got a pipe, like a meth pipe in her pocket.
Right.
Like, get them the fuck out of here.
Missing teeth with a lazy eye. And
get them out of here. I saw her sleeping behind a dumpster a week ago. Like
between the 3 of us, if we were that desperate, we could probably go right now and get some really whatever fucking girl.
Oh, dude, with all the people breaking like Corona, if we want to be savages, we could go to just whatever local dive bar that's open and pick up a couple hags and like die in 2 weeks. Like
you know what's wrong with me is like I grew up watching like 80s rom-coms and shit, and I'm like, what would John Cusack do? Like that guy would wait and fucking find the right girl and fucking put the boombox and all that.
He'd whine about it in a record store.
Yeah, I've always been about like meeting someone, connecting, but also having that like level of attraction where
some kind of connection.
I've never been like, yo, I want to go out and I'm gonna fuck tonight. Yeah. It's all about fucking. Like, I guess he was never
a fucking garbage person,
right?
I guess I was never like fucking brought up that way, Like I've always had girlfriends and shit that like took time to.
We've all. I mean, maybe not you, but I know me and Ryan. We've been in those positions in our past where we've gone out and we've all
had the dirtbag phase. Yeah,
and you've had those, but not like fucking in front of my friends, like right next to in the same bed, just pulling any girl who just like says hi to me, like just some just old, sad, dirty, like.
And a lot of it's like with age too. You like at some point you're like, this is why I'm sure that's why you would never like share a room with somebody again, right? Like,
no roommates, nothing.
Like I get why I snore pretty bad. I got sleep apnea, so I get why when I travel with friends, they're like, fuck you, get your own room. I'm like, I get that, like, you know what I mean? So like, when you get older, you're like, I'll spend the extra money to get away from you fuckers. Like, I don't care.
Yeah, just some, especially you're doing some shit like that. Like, bro.
Yeah. It was very, very awkward.
Yeah. Or staying with somebody that just complains about everything, Like,
you could go fuck yourself, man. Like, yo, you can't have no fun.
Yeah.
You're just complaining.
Bro, it's fucking 2:00. Let's go to bed. What?
Yeah, it's Comic-Con. It's Comic-Con weekend. This is what we're doing. Yeah. What do you mean go to bed?
Go to bed at 2
Didn't you just set a bomb off 10 hours ago? Or 2 hours ago? You got the bomb squad here. Like, get the fuck out.
Yeah, that did happen. I was at Comic-Con with this guy that I used to hang out with.
He was just all about going out.
Dude,
and shit.
No, opposite.
He was like,
he set off a bomb.
He set off a fucking like a cherry bomb in the alley of the Airbnb where we were staying. And like, dude, the fucking fire department, the cops, like the bomb squad showed up. It was fucking crazy. Like they blew up a trash can, right? He had like, because it was in the middle of summer, so he had all these fireworks and he brought them. And then within that same night, like the night goes on, we're freaking out because like we're like, holy shit.
Yeah, because you guys didn't tell him to do it. He just did.
No, he just fucking did it.
Yeah.
And like the night goes on, we're just drinking and stuff. Like cops finally leave, so like we get back to partying and hanging out in the apartment that we're renting. And then it gets to like 2:00 in the morning. He's like, "All right, everybody go to bed. We got to get up and go to the convention tomorrow." And I'm the only one sitting there like, "Fuck you, dude!"
Yeah.
Like,
you lose all privileges to do anything.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to eat there. Okay, like it's San Diego.
Right.
We can meet up.
Yeah,
afterwards.
and then like one morning he was like bitching about how like he was like his brother was with us too, so we all went out to brunch in the morning, and like he's like blowing up blowing up his brother's phone, like, what, you know, we're gonna miss everything. We want to go, and it's like, dude, fucking go. Like,
didn't he not have a badge?
He didn't have a badge. That's
and
right.
So he's waiting on you guys to give him the badge.
Were you there too?
No, he's told me the story before.
Yeah, he didn't.
I met up with you guys out there.
He last minute jumped onto the trip with us, but then because we were still trying to figure out where we were gonna book. Like, he felt like he had, you know, privilege because he fucking booked the spot. Because you know, he's like, oh well, I'm gonna go now, so here's where we're gonna stay. And then it was like, all right, well, fuck it. And then it was like, there was one bedroom in this apartment. We were all hanging in, we're all crammed in there, and I was the only one with a girlfriend at the time. And this motherfucker, he goes, how are we gonna do this? Are we taking turns in the bedroom or something? I'm like, dude, there's one girl here. Are you seriously gonna make her sleep out here with all you fucking guys?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? I'm like, no, we get the room. You fuck off in the living room. What?
Yeah, people like that are like just. I think I heard Kevin Smith say once. He's like, stop hanging out with the why people and start hanging out with why not?
Why not?
Let's go do this. Yeah, why not? It's just enjoy life, man. There's a lot of shit out there. Like, why are you mad about everything? Like,
those group trips are so. I had this friend. We went to Vegas one weekend. He's like kind of one of those really broke ass dudes.
Yeah.
So he brought this cooler full of these sandwiches that he had packed.
Oh, dude, I did that one time.
Bro, I don't know. We were there for like 4 days. And he did not go anywhere with us to eat once.
Just had his sandwiches,
and we're like, bro, like,
yo, his smart.
No, look, fucking rotten, bro.
You can call him broke. You can call him broke. I call him smart and resourceful.
Yeah,
he's not gonna wait on you guys to hope maybe buy him food. Like, yo, I'm broke when I'm coming. I got my sandwiches. Don't gotta worry about me.
Kind of annoying though. I mean, when you go to Vegas to spend money,
we're like, dude, we'll treat. And he's like, no, I'm good with my sandwiches. We're like, go ahead. That's just fucking molding, dude.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I did it one time because I was same thing. It was like I was staying there and I had like $600.
Yeah,
and I was gonna be there for like 4 nights, and I was like, I'm like, fuck it. But I also got food stamps. I got boxes, and I was like, and I got access to the storage closet at work. Yeah. So I just fucking boxed up a bunch of snacks and
that's smart.
And I even brought cereal and bowls and I mean, we had paper plates, bowl. Like, dude, I fucking brought the whole shebang because I had access to the storage closet for all the utensils and everything. Yeah. Bro, we had a full spread. My brother was so psyched on it.
That's better. They're not like shitty bologna sandwiches.
No. You see, that's the thing. Like, that's what I remember. Like, going to Vegas as a kid, I thought it was just normal to have a cooler with just food going up to your room. I thought that was like everybody. Well,
it is smart. It is smart, but you know, people want to go eat the buffets and fuck with. Yeah,
I mean, we would still do that, but we'd always when I was a kid when we go, we always have like drinks and chips, maybe some shit to make sandwiches.
But
in the room,
that's way smarter. That's way.
You should. I feel like you should because you spend more money on alcohol and food like when you're not prepared that way because it's like, but I gamble too, so that's why I'm like this is my gambling money,
and you get free drinks.
But the funny thing about this guy was like, it's not like he brought like shit to make. He had like 9 peanut butter jelly sandwiches that he like mathematically prepared.
This is breakfast. This is lunch.
Yeah. And he would eat them in certain, like, I got to go back to the room and hit a bologna sandwich. We're like, dude, just stay down here. We'll buy you. He's like, no, it's all good. But what I respected his like fucking, humbleness and shit.
Yeah.
But bro, we're in Vegas, bro. Just have the fucking steak.
Let me treat you. God damn it.
Have some fun, man.
Let me get you a goddamn meal. Let me buy you a meal. I'm not doing it because I feel bad for you. You're my friend, and I want you to not eat shitty sandwiches all weekend.
Really bad. They're horrible sandwiches.
At some point, though, that is like, it's like, I know you're not trying to, but you're fucking annoying me.
Yeah, it was annoying that we all went to go fucking have this homie dinner, and he's in the room having a fucking
bologna sandwich. Yeah, fuck you for ruining my time because I worry about you.
Yeah. I just want to have a fun time with all my friends. You're depressing me with your sandwiches. I told you I'd pay.
Take a pity party somewhere else, motherfucker.
Either come down here and eat this goddamn meal or just go home.
But what was
eat this meal I buy for you or go home. Like, I'm not dealing with this shit all weekend.
But here's where it gets nasty, okay? So we didn't have a mini fridge.
Oh, shit. Did you have a cooler?
Yeah, a fucking cooler, but the sandwiches got all wet. And the ice melted. And he's in there bobbing for sandwiches that are fucking just swimming around. And we were grossed out by him just eating the sandwiches, all fucking damp.
Eating soggy sandwiches.
Soggy, damp. Everything started to smell like they were molding.
Like, y'all sure you don't want to bite?
Oh my God.
It was just, it came to the point where we were like, how is this guy not sick?
Yeah.
from this food. It's not healthy to eat it that way.
Broke stories are always funny.
It's very funny, dude.
Yeah. I remember one time
the struggle is real.
it was a day I got paid when I was like younger. It was like 20 or 21. I was still smoking cigarettes. And I had like 50 cents in my bank account waiting for that check to hit like at 1 a.m.
Yeah.
So I'm just sitting there. And I didn't have a lighter, but all I had were like cigarettes, but no lighter. I'm like, I don't even have money to go buy a lighter. I went to a liquor store. They're like, we only got, they didn't even have matches. I was like, fuck, what am I going to do? So I MacGyvered some shit together. I had like a bottle of cologne that was empty, just a little enough of spray in it and an empty lighter. So I sprayed a piece of paper, like a receipt with the cologne, and then sparked it with the fucking lighter, the dead lighter, to get a flame to light the fucking cigarette. It's the saddest shit I've ever done in my life.
It's good, man.
Yeah, it works. It's science.
I mean, the struggle is fucking real, bro. Sometimes we all been there, bro. Like, fucking.
Yeah, I remember one time. I mean, like, fuck. When I was living in my apartment by myself in Glendale, I was like, I would come up with some fucking recipes that I mean, it was like a can of corn.
Yeah.
I'm like, I got a little bit of ground beef left. Throw that shit in there.
Yeah.
You know,
maybe
like,
throw some rice in it.
Yeah.
Meal.
Like, boom, meal. I got a rice bowl.
Yeah. Little hot sauce.
You're like a fusion chef of bullshit.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah. Broke kitchen.
My friend, I don't know if this is true. He's like, he grew up so poor. His family, they would eat ice cube sandwiches, dude.
Oh my god!
And I don't know. He was like,
that
doesn't sound real.
He said they took Wonder Bread and would eat ice in between the bread.
What? Iron Chef?
Ice cube sandwiches, dude.
They let show Iron Chef where they're just like, make something. You know, here are the ingredients. Why don't they have like a broke Iron Chef?
They should.
Where you just have like
one
top ramen.
We should make one can of fucking
like the
beefaroni.
shittiest ingredients.
Yeah.
Like,
just whatever in the back of the fridge.
A can of tuna.
You got a slice of cheese, some ramen.
Yeah, macaroni.
But the packet's gone, or the seasoning packet's gone. Because, you know.
Yeah, all you got is salt and pepper. Figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah, there's half a can of cream corn.
Like America's fucking worst chef.
One bite left over.
America's worst chef.
Yeah, one bite left over from your Subway sandwich that you bought.
That would be a funny show. America's bottom chef.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be great.
It's like the worst.
Yeah.
But there's got to be a guy who's just hella creative with it, you know?
Just makes.
But he's gonna be some dude with like a cigarette hanging out his mouth the whole time he's making.
Yo, I'm telling you, those are my favorite things to watch. Like, you've seen all those like jailhouse documentaries. And like, dude, the shit they would make in there. It's just like, yo, get them. Yeah, they're the judges. Guys like good out of jail. We give them work. They're the judges for this food show where you have chefs making broke kitchen shit. It's like, this is what you got. Make it edible. Make it taste good. Let me see what you got.
The broke kitchen. That's what we'll call it.
Yeah.
I remember. Okay, so like I almost did 30 days in county for some bullshit, right? So I got transferred, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna set my fate. I thought I was gonna be in there for all 30 days, and then I'm only being 4 days. They had to kick me out.
Yeah.
But I remember like just getting like sitting down with the inmates and then having them like make me spread and like, don't worry, we're gonna make coffee, and just like the amount of creativity you had to have just to have hot coffee, dude.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like it's horrible, but for Joe, it's like amazingly great. Like, you want coffee, and then like he had this thing that he had left over that his girlfriend brought him, and I don't know how he heated it, but it was just like, it's a bunch of life hacks.
Yeah, it is. Like, I saw a video like on TikTok of these guys in jail. How they have a phone in jail? I don't know,
bro. I don't know.
But they were in jail in their cell, closed doors.
I've been seeing a bunch of shit.
And they made a burrito. They had a grill because their beds are like metal, and they took the mattress, mattress
it's
off.
like shit like that.
Put like a candle heater like under the shit and was like cooking up and making burritos. It's like, get the fuck out of here. Like,
it's fucking
funny. Yeah,
fuck, dude, we are so lucky to have fucking freedom to do whatever, bro.
I remember I was out. I don't know where the fuck I was, broke as shit, and I had like a can of raviolis in my car.
Yeah,
and I was
Chef
like,
Boyardee?
yeah. So I was like, fuck it. I just leave it on the dashboard
so to get hot.
I just left it under the fucking windshield. Like, took a little walk.
Did it taste good?
I mean, it warmed up good enough.
I almost bought some the other day because I was like, I want to remember what this tasted like.
They're good, man. I still fucking love Chef Boyardee.
They're not bad,
They're
right?
still bomb, dude.
I haven't had one in years, but
they're
sure
still
my
bomb.
favorite.
But they give me heartburn like a motherfucker.
Oh, I bet it's all salt.
It's all
just bullshit.
Yeah.
You know it's delicious, but you always end up feeling like shit. Like, I'll eat Velveeta.
Yeah.
And I just feel hella like my stomach's upset and shit.
Yeah.
after a while because I don't know the fucking whatever
that cheese shit is. Yeah, like
it's not
Velveeta was my favorite as a kid, but I remember I had it as an adult once. I'm like, how the fuck did I eat? I was even grossed out by ripping open that cheese packet, squirting that orange shit in there.
Bad, dude.
Just like, dude, this can't be.
What
good.
is Velveeta? I don't think I
processed as fuck.
This is processed mac and cheese.
So
a box of noodles.
Oh yeah,
cook the noodles and then a big ass silver packet of just.
You're better off just getting fucking noodles, putting some cheese, heating it on there.
Yeah,
than
throw little milk,
for sure. That's all. I always threw extra cheese, and if I made that white trash mac and cheese,
I love mac and cheese, but the Velveeta, dude, like you said, I ate it as an adult, and it. For the first 5 minutes, it's the best thing you've ever tasted.
Fresh out the pot, hot, it's good. But like, wait 2 or 3 minutes for that cheese to get all hard again, and then it's all sticky.
You feel bad. Dude. You feel like this is not supposed
just
to go.
Like
it's like those noodles are probably just plastic, just sitting in your belly.
It's so bad, bro.
Yeah.
Gross.
It's pretty.
Can you imagine? There's so much garbage we probably ate in the '90s that like.
Oh, dude, yeah. I was at 7-Eleven the other day. I saw they were selling Dunkaroos again.
Oh, no.
I got super excited,
yeah,
and I was like, I'm gonna get some Dunkaroos. I remember those when I was a kid. And I was like, fuck no, I'm gonna shit myself.
Yeah.
Or like, that's
remember those?
Not gonna be good.
They have them at the Asian stores still. They're like the
Pocky.
No, not the Pocky sticks, but they're like the koalas. With the
those are good.
They used to be called koala yummies.
Yeah, without the chocolate in it. Yeah.
Those are fucking bomb.
I fuck with candies and fucking little cookies and shit. I had white Twix the other day. Have you had that?
Oh, they're so good. No. Yeah, and they have the green tea ones too.
The green tea Kit Kats. Yo,
Kit Kats. Yeah,
Twix, the white. I like the chocolate shit better.
Yeah, I don't really like white chocolate.
But the white Kit Kat is fucking good. As fuck.
Yeah, why don't we have? Why do the Asians have all the colors or all the like Kit Kat flavors?
The Asians don't fuck around. Have you had Chinese like Korean Cheetos? They're not even.
No.
Fuck, they're so different.
Yo, your shrimp chips and all that shit. That's why I love, like I don't go to the Hong Kong market that much anymore. Where I used to, I would get those shrimp chips. And then go to the Kit Kats, get them green tea Kit Kats.
Yeah, the green tea Kit Kats are my favorite fucking candy.
Yeah,
hands down. The matcha green tea Kit Kats.
Yeah,
dude.
I'm saying like,
how the fuck did they figure out like tea is a good candy fucking flavor?
Green tea of all kinds.
It's weird. Yeah, but that matcha tea Kit Kat.
Yeah.
Ooh, bro, it's so good.
Okay, we are an hour over, or we're an hour in. We didn't talk about anything about you. Okay, let's get into you used to do tattoo and you used to work in tattoos. Now
I wasn't. I'm not. I was never a tattoo artist. I was what you did for Wing Walk Brewery.
You're like a sales rep.
I was a brand ambassador.
Okay.
So this is how it happened. I had 3 friends who started a company out of their dorm, and they were making massage products like barber chairs and shit like that. And what they had noticed was tattoo artists kept buying the massage chairs.
Yeah.
And they put 2 and 2 together. They're like, yo, there's not a massage tattoo chair. So they invented the first tattoo chair ever. And tattoo, because a lot of artists were buying stuff from just beauty parlors. And that just blew the fuck up because it was the first of its kind.
Yeah.
And I literally just kind of watched like a company become Tesla or a company become. I saw the process of, and they keep in mind we're like dorky Asian guys, so they needed someone to go out there and be representation. So I went and opened all the markets up. I was on the road, bro. For 11 years. I was out of state maybe 8 or 9 times a month.
Goddamn.
International, national.
Were you doing stand up between that, like?
It was
in the middle of that.
No, I would only do stand-up back here. And that's where it fucked me up. I could never take stand-up seriously the way I did while working those gigs.
Yeah.
Because even though I'd go out there, I'm working 12-hour conventions. Like,
oh, yeah.
By the time I get out, dude, I don't want to go to I want to go to a strip club. I want to go to a fucking a bar.
Yeah.
I do not want to tell jokes.
Yeah.
I did try for a while. I was going out, but it was just too much.
Yeah.
And so, long story short, the company grew. They sold it. These guys all cashed out. And then
I thought I was going to sneeze. Went away.
These guys all cashed out, and then I just I abandoned ship, and then here I am, doing my thing, and I'm glad I was able to experience that because I got to see how like a company starts from the ground up, and how a successful company, like from the beginning to the end, even with tattooing. And then I took all of that and then applied it to my own skate lessons, comedy.
Yeah.
So in a way, I got this really awesome training.
Well, it's like, learning how to hustle. It's one of those things that but I feel like that's one of those things that you might have had already, and it's just you were able to exercise it a little bit more by being on the road and being like a sales rep.
Yeah. The tattoo hustle is one of the most dopest hustles I admire when you're good, because it's like comedy where depending on how good you get and how hard you work on your craft is how much you're going to make.
Yeah.
Because people are going to want your tattoo. People are going to want to come see you. People are going to want to spend money for your lessons. And it really was, what I got exposed to was that lifestyle I really wanted to live.
Yeah.
Which was having my own thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now you're doing these lessons, and they're private lessons that you.
Yeah. How does one do that? Like just become a skateboard instructor?
Well, I got lucky, dude. I got hooked up with a job, and I taught at a high school and a middle school for a year.
Uh-huh.
And I ran their after school program, and they included skateboarding into the curriculum.
Oh.
Which is funny to me, because if you grew up the way I did when skating was not a fucking curriculum and it was a crime,
right?
It was on the hierarchy of fucking pieces of shit. It was like taggers, gangbangers, and skaters.
Just like
And then it was like, you couldn't even have your skateboard in class. It would get taken away. And then fast forward to 20 years later to be a teacher, like, being called Mr. and shit.
Yeah.
And, giving lessons. Like I had to write cycle lines. Today we're going to kickflip 101.
Did I ever tell you the story about the first time I got called Mr.?
Yeah, at the skate park when you fell.
Yeah. Ate shit.
Hey, mister,
fucking fell.
okay?
I fell down the down the bowl.
So old.
Hey, Mister, are you okay?
And yours, what's crazier? They would call me Mr. Wang.
Yeah.
And they would say shit like, when can we go play Mr. Wang? Mr. Wang. And I was like, can you stop saying Mr. Wang and play Mr. Wang? Because this shit might turn out to be a Crystalia situation.
Yeah. Just need one parent to overhear and not know, blow it out of proportion. It's like, no, my name is Wang.
So I did that for a whole year. And just like anything dope, if you do anything dope in a corporate environment, there's always the guy who's the anti-dope.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He's the guy that, he will kick. He's the guy when we used to skate, you go to a high school on a Sunday, no one's there, and he just wants to be fucking hero.
Yeah.
And he's a Karen.
He wants to feel important.
He's a fucking Karen. He's gonna tell you why you're a piece of shit, why you should stop ruining. And this is what this guy was, the guy that I was under.
Yeah.
I mean, fucking atrocious fucking guy. Like, no special skill set. He just ran he was just a manager in charge of everyone.
Those are my favorite.
Just miserable
fuck.
Taking
nothing
that power,
going on.
Yeah.
Miserable.
Not interesting at all. That little bit of power he gets at work goes to their head.
Yeah.
So now I'm important and I'm gonna make people respect me.
Yeah.
And get a personality and get a hobby, and maybe people might like you.
So what I found out about this guy, did some research on him. He was a drama major.
Yeah.
And it was almost like the way he would run his programs with us was like a King Henry.
Oh god.
Like it was a weird thing. Like I think in his mind he was in a play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like he needed drama. So it came to a point where we got really crazy with each other. And I went after him. I tried basically filing a complaint with HR. A couple of us fucking were like, this guy needs to go.
Mm-hmm.
He went back around and found a way to get at us and get our programs canceled, which is basically I lost my dream job.
Yeah.
So I went and appealed it, like Brian knew, like they denied me unemployment and all this. So I took him to court. I brought my kids as witnesses, and I won.
Good.
And because of that, like the school had to pay me out. And I'm so grateful that happened because now I get to do my own thing.
Yeah.
And I make more. I feel more fulfilled.
Mm-hmm.
There's no one watching over me. I'm my own boss.
Yeah.
and I feel great.
Yeah,
that's awesome, man.
But the school gave me credentials.
Yeah.
You know, the school gave me the legitimacy for people to be like, I can pay this guy to teach my kid, because in a way I went through a year of training to learn how to professionally educate for real. Like, just because it's skating didn't mean I didn't have to learn how to put a cycle plan together, how to have some structure. And that's why a lot of, like, you know, guys I know who skate, you know, it's not as easy as you think that you can just go out there and teach.
Do it,
You gotta kind of have to have some sort of a fucking structure.
Skateboarding's kind of hard to teach in general too, because some stuff just comes like we were talking about before. Some stuff comes natural, like sort of, you know, or it's just time that kind of you know, your body has to grow into, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, I think just sports wise, not skateboarding, but just teaching, because I coached football for a year, and teaching kids who've never done anything like that,
you know,
the technical details of like just the little things, your first step. We're going to sit here and practice your first step out of your stance, because that's the most important thing. It's the little tiny things. And obviously with skateboarding, it's the same thing. You could just think of like, oh, you just ollie, you do this and you ollie, but like, no, you got to teach the foot placement, like how to, like all of that. And so it's a lot.
I feel like for me, it would be hard for me to get back into that, like, where I was the first time I stood on a skateboard. You know what I mean? It was so long ago. Like I couldn't fathom standing in front of somebody who could not just stand on a skateboard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's another thing. You have to also realize these are kids who don't care about you.
Yeah.
So you have to find a way to connect. You have to be patient. You have to they're not as into it as you are, dude. Their kids are just putting them. My parents are like, hey, these are like piano lessons.
Yeah.
How do you break through that wall?
That's a good point. That's crazy.
How do you break through that wall? Because these skaters think it's like, oh, I'm going to go teach. Yeah, can you? Really?
Yeah.
They don't care if you're a pro. They don't care about the cool. You need to have patience. You need to connect. You need to find, you know, game building skills, like things to get them just involved.
Yeah.
That I learned through being a part of the program, and then applying my own techniques, and now, like, yeah, I'm a fucking legit teacher. Like, I have 30 kids, private practice.
How many do you do a day?
Right now, well, the lockdown kind of just threw me off, but I'll do anywhere from 10 to 12 kids a week.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
And it's about an hour session each.
Yeah.
And then keep in mind it's consistent, so it's every week. So not only do you have to be patient, you have to see some growth.
Yeah.
You know, if a guy's 4 months in, he hasn't ollied yet, and we're gonna have to a little talk.
Have you seen any of the kids like that you started with, or like the progression just be like rapid progression?
Yeah, like one of my little girls. Oh my god, the problem with her though is she doesn't do it enough.
Yeah, so she doesn't do it when she's
because they do it once a week, and I keep telling the parents, don't just let me be the lesson.
Yeah,
I'm just there to be to give them the structure and give them the pointers, but the other 5 days out of the week, you should just be practicing, dude.
Yeah,
and I want it where they don't need me.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get them to the point where they skate and I'm good. I can fly the coop. That's where I want to get them at.
Yeah.
So I can bring more kids in, but I'm just trying to get them to start like where they can learn well enough. Just maybe not even tricks, but just use it as transportation.
Yeah.
Wait,
so here's a question. I mean, because I know we started the podcast talking about like skateboarding, how big it is now. It's in the Summer Olympics now, which is a big deal. How long do you think until high schools start having like a skateboard team?
I think after the Olympics, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know if they'll have a team, but it started with these programs I was involved with. We were already there.
Yeah, and it's weird because
then there's like they have like esport teams at some high schools.
Yeah,
like League of Legends and shit.
Yeah. And they were starting to do that when I was in high school, but it was like always like after school like it was never funded by the school.
Yeah,
but I think the problem before was the scoring system. Like no one really figured out a proper way to do it, and so I think that that's what like Street League has done.
Yeah.
Is their scoring system is it's so precise, and like they have it down to like a science, like the way you can score skateboarding.
We did the same. We actually had the first ever high school tournament of skateboarders. My school we actually won 2 times in a row out of, I'd say, like 12 high schools. So they had a little format going.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But they would have scorecards and stuff like that. But definitely there was something in place where it could be judged.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying is like now the Olympics are they're taking Street League rules.
Yeah.
So like there's like an official rule set and scoring system, now.
Yeah.
So I think that's why that after, like you said,
I'm so curious to see that, dude, how that unfolds, the Olympic skating thing.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be like snowboarding, where it's gonna be exposed. So
yeah, it's gonna be huge,
and it's so entertaining. Like watching good skateboarding is fucking entertaining as shit.
absolutely.
The problem is these people are so fucking good; they make it look so goddamn easy.
And I hate when they think that it's easy.
Yeah, it's like I'll see some of this shit. I'm just like,
some of the shit like Nigel just posts. Just like,
I'm like,
yeah,
like it's no big deal.
Yeah,
like, it's just his style. He's
insane. Like he's just the levels. If you skate and you know the levels of skating, you're like, I don't get it.
Yeah,
I don't get the nollie heel flip down a hubba and flip out. Like, how? You guys don't understand the difficulty it takes to get there, but
not even the commitment.
Yeah.
Commitment,
yeah. That's the biggest step to do any of that stuff. It's like
I truly, to me, like I'll always think that skateboarding is the most hardest and amazing thing. If it's like if you see Jaws kickflip the lion 25, there's no other fucking. Snowboarding, you land in like snow. It's just as insane, but bro, like how the fuck do you ride away from that?
Right.
A kickflip down 25 stairs. Think about that.
And then to flat concrete.
And right away.
Yeah.
Most people can't jump that and not dislocate both feet.
Not have their knees blast out the top. Yeah, I know.
I don't know. I am like just completely in fucking like awe of like really crazy skating. It's just because I know how crazy it is.
Yeah. Mm. Yeah, and it seems to just get better and better. It's these guys that are out there doing this shit. It's like it's so crazy.
Yeah, but
anyway, well, I still see you out there, man. You're out there every morning, going out and.
Well, the reason now I have a higher because I am a skateboard teacher coach. I don't want to be that fat personal trainer.
Yeah.
I want to be a fucking beast. So these kids and these moms see my clips and they're like,
"Oh,
he's good."
Yeah.
I mean, granted, I'm not a pro. I'm not even amateur pro, but I put it down enough to where you could trust me to teach your kid how to skateboard.
Right. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. And that's, I'm trying to get back into it a little bit. I'm going little baby steps. So, cause I'm like, I feel like such a fat piece of shit on a skateboard right now.
I'll tell you, like I've, it's weird with skating. Like, a lot of people will like you watching your old footage and seeing like, how crazy you were. And then, it happens to everyone. Like you just stop skating. Like it's like anything you stop. If you don't do it enough, it just goes away.
Yeah.
And then, it's cool to see you come back out and push and at least try to get back. Cause some people don't even get back at all, Yeah.
Okay. Next thing was stand up. You said you got a show coming up. I do too. And we were just talking about this, and I'm like, I don't even know. First of all, I don't know if we're gonna make it to the show without another shutdown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then secondly, I'm like, if this show gets canceled, because it's the only one I have in the books right now, and if things start shutting down, within the next couple of weeks, I'm just not even gonna go back out.
Well, what's funny is so this show that I originally had booked was a show I was supposed to headline before the lockdown happened.
Was this that one in West Covina or whatever?
No, it's Big Shots in Lancaster.
Oh, okay. But yeah.
So the fucking COVID hits and the owner has to cancel, right? And then he rebooks me when shit starts opening. Then the protests hit. and he has to cancel.
Oh yeah.
And now we're on our third fucking phase.
Yeah.
Where I'm going back again.
And now there's another statement from the governor, and it's just.
But now I feel like Donald Trump might get assassinated, or like something's gonna happen.
God willing,
something's gonna happen that prevents me from ever going to the show because it keeps.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously you're gonna have to if it does go on. You got to perform with a mask on.
I don't know, dude. It's really weird. And what's weird is they've given me creative freedom to like produce it myself. They wanted an Asian night out of all the things they want is an Asian night.
Fucking coronavirus ended.
Coronavirus.
Let me do it. I'll pretend.
Yeah.
I might. No, fuck. I might pull up with the mask, but when I'm on stage, I'm not gonna wear that stupid thing. Dude, on stage, I'll disinfect the mic and shit. But
I might just. I was talking about bringing my own mic. That's what I might just do.
Disinfect the mic. As long as like I'm not fucking in front of anyone, I think I'm fine, dude.
Yeah. It's I don't know. Do
you feel like you're gonna be rusty?
Oh, absolutely.
Everybody's gonna be rusty.
I don't even know what the.
I'm scheduled to do 25 minutes in July.
Yeah, I got to do like 25, 30.
Yeah, I'm just like I don't even fucking. I haven't.
I have good advice for you. What I do now when I have free time, like if I'm driving, instead of music, I just do the set.
Yeah.
Just so like when I get there, I mean, I'll be able to free form a little bit.
Yeah. I used to try and record myself on my phone doing
while you're driving,
run bits while I'm driving. Yeah,
that's smart,
dude. How do you just 3 months now I'm back on stage, bro?
I know, and that's
and what do you talk about? You guys just like, I mean, feel like you're coming back in and just do some of the classics, but things you have that you got down because. Like I said, going off for like 4 months and then just jumping back in. Everybody's gonna have a joke about Corona.
Yeah.
That's like low hanging fruit at this point.
I think it's just I don't want to remind people of Corona.
Yeah,
I think that's what that's
it's
what,
a dead horse. It's gonna be the new airport joke.
That's what Zach was saying when we had him in. Was that like people are gonna want to go out and have a good time? They want to forget about all this shit, so don't even like talk about it.
I might do jabs, just a few one-liners, just because I feel like as a comic, your duty is to have social commentary.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to rob them of the real comedy because my commentary is funny, but that's for like a podcast and, my Periscope or something.
Yeah.
They want stand-up comedy. They deserve jokes and they deserve to laugh.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times, like, your rant may not be that funny.
Right.
Your rant may be like interesting, but it's not a joke you refined and you own.
Yeah. You see a lot of that where it's like somebody you feel like you watch people sometimes that are like robbing everybody's time, just because they think what they have to say is interesting.
We're not all George Carlins and Bill Hicks,
right?
Okay? Like if you're that guy, go for it.
Yeah.
I'm that guy where I feel like if I open the portal and people want to debate me, I'm not smart enough to fire back.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about politics. I'm not Trump. I'm not Biden. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I just want, like, maybe I'll tell stories during the COVID that were funny.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to go out and just COVID Black Lives Matter jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not John Oliver and shit,
I was just thinking, I've been thinking about this. I have that one joke about the LAPD, not get, the white half not keeping me from getting shot or whatever, right? And so
that's good.
And I was just thinking about that if I went on stage like tomorrow and I did that bit, like that might be something somebody might try and jump down my throat over.
I don't know. I think it depends on the room.
I thought about the perfect rebuttal. So that, like, in my head, I always try and think of, like, if I get heckled for this, like, what can I say?
Mm-hmm. That's smart.
So I was just thinking if I ever got into trouble for that, I would just say, that's a joke. I was thinking about not doing this bit, but I feel like I have the responsibility to do it because it is what's really happening.
Yeah.
It's not much of a joke as it is a statement.
Yeah.
And if I don't talk about it and you guys don't hear it, then we don't talk about it and nothing happens. And that's part of the problem.
Yeah. There you go.
I wonder what, like, okay, let's say when comedy does get open, I wonder how many people are just going to be doing COVID shit.
A lot.
So many, dude.
Think about
You
like the
already
open go. I guarantee you go to any fucking
to open
open
mic.
mic as soon as shit happens again.
Let's go to the fourth wall just to sign up to watch all these fucking.
Just sit in the back and just like, ugh.
I'm not really a jokey joke. I wrote one joke. It might suck, but I'll say it right here where I go, like, during the quarantine, I watched a lot of porn.
Uh-huh.
But my favorite porn was when the cops fucked the entire country. That was the best fucking porno premium I ever.
It's good.
That's the only fucking COVID joke I literally have.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's.
No, we should do that though. When we should go to open mic.
Yeah, for
mask
sure.
out
I'm not
in the
gonna,
back.
Yeah,
and just loudly be disgusted. No, loudly just be disgusted by the jokes. Like, ugh.
Yeah.
I just
really.
I want to get it
I'll
over.
wear a mask for that, so no one knows.
Okay,
massive glasses.
I got another one for you. What the fuck is your opinion on these Zoom shows? I've been on a few.
Did you? I saw that you've done a couple.
No, I did not do comedy. I refuse to do comedy.
Did you?
What did you do?
What did you do? You just talk to people?
I did rants and I did funny freestyle rap shit.
Okay.
I did shit where I felt like I don't want to hurt my comedy on those Zooms.
I feel like it's just detrimental. There's no.
I don't believe that I should do my material that way.
No way.
No way. It's not meant to be done that way. Like,
I'd rather bomb and just say what's on my head than to do a show with like my actual setup and punchline.
Yeah.
It's too weird.
It is. It's and the people, and who are the people that are producing them and doing them? People who have shitty shows and already fucking in the valley somewhere.
Like there was a big show, it was an Asian night, Nowhere Comedy Club. You've heard of them, right? They're
yeah.
Like,
I did see that one.
It's Comedy Juice Online.
Yeah.
And I said no.
Yeah.
Just because I don't want to sit there with these really good comedians and have the pressure to be funny in this way that I'm not really
used to. Yeah.
And I'd rather go on my own broadcast and rant and get my laughs out of there with people know me than to. I don't know. I don't know. Some people can do it. I'm not knocking you down, get it in, but it's just not for me.
Yeah. I mean, I get trying to have an outlet and needing to do that, but do a podcast. That's why I feel much better starting this back up.
Long to those Zoom shows, dude. You'll start at 8. You're like logging off at 12.
Yeah, it's
they're so long.
It's because there's no limit and there's probably no real time limit, so
they do about 8 minutes each, and then you got to sit through everyone.
Oh, you got to stay on while everybody.
Well, the cool thing is I try to respect and listen to everyone, but you could easily just unmute yourself and go watch a fucking. That's what sucks too, is no one's probably not really watching. I'm sure everyone's doing what you're doing, muting and
I don't know, it's a weird thing, but you got to adapt, I guess, but it's it's just not the same. There's nothing, there's no
if comedy went away forever and they're the only thing was left was Zoom, I'd just do podcasts.
I'd quit. I wouldn't do it anymore.
I wouldn't want to do it.
Yeah, me the same.
I
haven't done any sort of stand up at all. So I've done some writing.
Do you miss it?
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. But here it's sometimes I miss it, and then sometimes I'm it's too far gone. I'm I can't go back.
You're removed.
Yeah. It's weird.
When's your show?
July 31st.
Yeah, 31st.
Mine's next Monday.
Oh fuck. Shit. And you got to do 30 minutes?
I got to do 30. I'm bringing 2 features, 20.
Oh.
I'm confident with the 30. I just don't know if I'm going to remember.
It's going to be rough. It's going to be even harder if no one's there. That's who knows how things are going to be.
It's Lancaster.
It's in Lancaster.
They're there.
They
don't give a fuck.
I was in fucking Temecula for a weekend.
Those people want to go out.
They did not give a fuck, bro.
They don't give a fuck. Orange County, Temecula, Lancaster.
Yeah.
They don't care. Dude.
No. All right, man. Well, I think we're gonna wrap it up right here. Good luck on the fucking show.
I'll let you know how it goes.
Yeah.
I'll post a clip on my Instagram.
I want to hear give me a phone call.
I will. I'll fucking call you on stage. Dude.
If it's that bad, no one's there. Yeah, just live stream it.
If I call you, it means I'm dying.
I'll do. You can call into the StreamYard.
I should just call you, put my phone down, and do my whole set.
Oh, that'd be great.
It'd be so fucking funny.
But thanks for coming in, dude. Appreciate you.
I had fun, man. It was great.
Yeah.
Thanks
Yeah,
for the
man.
beer.
Yeah,
Fun with
absolutely,
you.
bro.
Yeah, so two things coming up. Sunday is Father's Day and Go Skateboarding Day. Did you know that?
I did not know
This
that.
is Sunday, yeah.
Well, maybe I'll go skate then. Well,
Yeah.
I gotta go.
If you want, yeah, we'll.
what are you doing
I'm gonna be at Avocado early. If you want to come, please
on
come
Sunday?
down. Yeah,
I'm there.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
8 a.m. Though 7 a.m. maybe.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Pretty early.
Well,
yeah.
that's what I was saying, dude. Like now that I'm not drinking, like I've been getting up at 8 o'clock and like go,
Okay.
and I'm like, is this what normal people do?
Yeah.
If you want to come out Sunday,
Let's do it.
7:15.
Avocado is like I always look at avocado and I'm like, man, if I were 20 again.
I look at Avocado like dusk till dawn, where
Why?
it's like I can only be there in a certain amount of times because once I start seeing people come,
And just shred
I
it.
gotta get out of
Yeah.
there, dude. I don't.
It's a sick park, but like,
with skating, I don't like crowds, and I don't like I like to keep it low key, like 2 people max.
yeah. I feel you. I'm that way too.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm more of a loner skater.
Yeah.
In that sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Sunday avocado. Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I got a few plugs. Is that cool?
Go
Oh
ahead.
yeah.
Plug it up.
So please follow me on Instagram, George Wang Jr. And here's a feel good story for the COVID. So for the longest time, my girlfriend was like, "You should go on TikTok,"
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
and I was like, "Yeah, I can't dance, I can't." She's like, "Well, this is the time if you're gonna try to do anything." So I was like, "All right, I'm gonna give it a shot." So I started re-uploading videos from my stand-up, even the one from your bar show, from Instagram to TikTok.
Blew up.
400,000 views on one, 450,000 views. I got 6,000 followers from one video.
God damn.
Yeah.
Another video, a
Get on that
I
shit.
know.
Yeah.
stand-up clip 9 years ago, 220,000 views.
Jeez, man.
So this thing has astronomically just surpassed every platform I'm on.
I got 1,000 on my Stone Cold Steve Austin challenge.
That was on Instagram though, right?
I put it on TikTok
Oh,
too.
you did?
Yeah. I think I've hit about 1,000.
So
on that one.
Yeah, no, sir.
Yeah.
We'll cut them shit together and put it on there.
Yeah, so TikTok, so follow me there on TikTok. And then I got the show coming up on Monday. And then that's it. You can follow me, Wang's World. I got a prank call show.
Oh, that's fun. I got to do that with you still.
Yeah, positive prank calls
Positive
on
prank
Periscope.
calls.
That is the prank calls from Periscope have been going viral on TikTok.
Cool.
What I love about TikTok is like Instagram, you could easily just hide your life through pictures,
Yeah.
but no one wants to do anything creative or funny.
Yeah.
And what I've noticed is a lot of these influencers on Instagram try to go on TikTok, and it's
Just
the
get
reverse.
murdered. Yeah.
They don't care. These kids are kids that want to laugh.
Yeah.
So the looks alone, sorry, it's not going to help.
And
you.
I think for the younger generation too, like they grew up with like older siblings, parents on like Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. So they've seen that they don't want to do
Yeah.
that same
Yeah.
shit.
So imagine the little kids, the amount of shit they see online, like
Yeah.
how much they're exposed to. Like you got to really go on there and be funny or entertaining, and
Yeah.
and that's
You got a minute, make me laugh.
yeah.
I'm
So
just gonna
that's
go.
what's given me new breath in my step because
Yeah.
just knowing
I just joined. I got to get on. That's what I was thinking. That was exactly my idea too, was like getting back on.
put your you know what made me happy is like I'm not there doing the dances, I'm
Yeah.
not there doing the crazy videos.
Yeah, because that's what I thought it was when I first got TikTok.
Just stand up. It's
Yeah.
just stand up, the skating and the fucking prank calls. And I'm like, yes, you
Yeah.
know, you guys just validated my stand up.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's all going down. And hell yeah.
Right on, man. Well, appreciate you coming in. Hope you keep it up. I love the skateboard clips. I love what you're doing with the kids. It's awesome.
Thanks, dude.
I mean, it's a better.
I miss
better idea.
skating and
Yeah.
doing comedy with you, dude. So
Yeah.
I hope we can get that.
Well,
going.
for sure on Sunday I'm down. I'm
Okay.
gonna be out there. Yeah,
Okay.
for sure. So we'll skate and we'll get
All right.
we'll try and get some lines in.
yeah, you should. It's go skate day. Fuck
Yeah,
it.
fuck yeah. All right, man. Well,
All right, Steve.
Thank
It
you
was
so
fun
much.
meeting you.
Good
Yeah,
seeing you.
yeah.
we will see you guys.
Peace.
Hold on, let me put this. I always see. This is why I need somebody else on the board.
Yeah, no,
Oh
we gotta,
shit! This
here we
has
go.
been 2 hours.
It has been 2 hours.
Yeah, we gotta cue me up.
flirting with a kitty. Now you know you should look pretty. Like a lover, not good